Hello and welcome back to Zoe's Plant-Based Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Indian samosas. Samosas is an Indian dish which is kind of like an empanada, whereas it's a pastry and then inside of it has potatoes and peas and spices. It's so good and I love to make it and it's one of my favorite things to eat. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do is start with a hot pan. I already heated mine up with some olive oil in it. And then you just want to add your onions first. I did about half a cup of onions, diced onions. You just want to add them onto the hot skillet. I'm just going to move them around. And you're just going to want them to cook just for a little bit until you can smell the nice onion smell. Just want to let that. And then we're going to add some potatoes. I mashed my potatoes just a little bit so there's still some potato chunks. For the filling, I'm just going to add this in. Just like that. I did about 3 medium-sized potatoes for this recipe. And I just like to mix it around like this and just combine them with the onions. Okay, and after you add the potatoes, I'm going to add about 1/3 cup of some peas into the mixture. Gonna mix it around just like that. Okay, and now as it's cooking, for the spices for this dish, I'm using curry powder. And I'm doing about 1 tablespoon of curry powder. I'm just gonna mix this in right here. And I'm doing 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, but do as much spice as you need. I like mine a little bit spicy, so I'm doing 1/4 teaspoon. But if you don't want it that spicy, you don't have to add it, or you can add a little pinch, but I'm just doing 1/4 teaspoon. And of course, some salt for taste. Oh, mine's not coming out. There we go. And then you're just going to mix it all together. And once it's fully combined, you don't have to let it cook for that long. I like to let it cook for about a minute or so, very quick. Just make sure it's all mixed together in the pan and that the curry and all the spices get everywhere. Okay, so now that the filling's done, let's get on to making the samosa. Okay, so now that we've finished making our filling, it's time to assemble this samosa. So first, I'm going to have some dough. What I'm using today is a spring roll dough. I just like using it because it's easier. I don't have to make any dough, it's already pre-made. And it's just perfect to get the nice crispy outside for this samosa. So we have the samosa dough, and then we're going to take some of the filling. I like getting a huge spoonful, like this. And then I'm just going to fold it into a triangle. So I'm just going to fold one side over, like that. Then I have this flour and water mixture. I just mix a little bit of flour and a little bit of water together. Just made this mixture. It's going to act as my glue. Just going to take the edges like this, just smear it on these corners. Just like that, really quick and simple. And then I'm going to take the other corner, fold it over, and make sure it presses onto the other side. Then I'm just going to take the edge and close the samosa, turn it over, and for the edges, I'm just going to put a little more of the glue at the end, like that. I'm just going to fold one side, make sure to seal it, and the other side. And lastly, I just want to take this corner right here. I'm just going to pinch it just to make sure it is completely closed. So when I fry it, it doesn't fall apart. And there you go. You have your samosa. Okay, so now for the last and final step, we're just going to fry the samosas. So I have a hot pan with some oil in it. I did about 1 inch of oil in the pan so they can fry evenly on each side. I'm just going to take my samosa. I'm going to take this one. I'm gonna drop it in the oil. And then we're just gonna fry them on each side. And then once you're done, just grab it, just like that. Let's put it on the plate. Now all you have to do is plate it. Okay, so there you go. Here are your Indian samosas. For the sauce, I did a cilantro sauce, but you can do any sauce you like. I tried chimichurri or tamarind sauce with these samosas and it tasted amazing. So just choose whatever sauce you think will go with the dish and have fun. I hope you enjoyed watching Zoe's Plant-Based Kitchen, and I hope you make the Indian samosas. Thank you and bye.